It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. I want to talk about leasing today, and I want to talk about property taxes. Do you realize that leaseors, the leasing companies, the leaseors have to pay property taxes to the county where the machines are located? Not where the machines are being used, where the machines are actually located. In other words, all you lunatics out there that are doing these payment stream buyouts and you're giving customers checks to make the remaining payments, and then you're taking that equipment and you're storing it in a warehouse. Maybe that warehouse is in the desert. Maybe that warehouse is in Maricopa County. But your customer is in Sarasota, Florida, in DeSoto County. Guess what? Well, if Maricopa County walks into that warehouse where you sent all that equipment, you know what they're going to do? Well, they're going to send a bill to the leasing company. They're going to say, you own a whole bunch of equipment in a warehouse in Maricopa County and we want our money. Well, what's the leasing company going to do? Well, they're going to give Maricopa County their money because leasing companies do what they're supposed to do. Hey, the equipment's in that warehouse, I'm going to pay the money. But then they're going to call that end user up real quick. And they're going to say, you have a lease with us, and the serial numbers of the 50 machines that you have on lease with us, and that lease doesn't end for another 18 months. Well, that equipment is in a warehouse out in Maricopa County, Arizona. What are you doing? Oh, well, that equipment got upgraded. Another dealer came in, and they gave us 50 new machines, and then they took the 50 old machines, they wrote us a check to make the remaining stream payments, and then they took the machines and they stored them in a warehouse. I didn't know it was out in Arizona. I just knew that they were going to store them for us till the lease was up. And the leasing company's going to say, okay, well, guess what? You violated your lease agreement, so you owe us $80,000. Not sure what the number's going to be, folks. The number's going to be relative to the lease. But I'll assure you this. The money that leasing company's going to make that leasee pay, the money that they're going to make them pay is going to be more than that check that they got for the payment stream buyout. They're going to have to pay the full buyout to keep the equipment. They're not even going to let that end user return the equipment if they wanted to, because they've already violated their lease by taking it off site. They're going to demand that end user pay the Maricopa County taxes that they had to pay, plus the admin fees associated with it. That end user is going to be really, really pissed off. Their hands are in their face. Oh my gosh, what happened? They're going to call up their dealer. They're going to say, hey, remember that equipment that you took out of our office? Well, we just got this $80,000 bill we got to pay. The leasing company said we violated our lease. Did you know we violated our lease? Of course, the dealers, now they're scrambling. What if that dealer went out of business? What if that dealer didn't have enough money to get the customer right with the leasing company? Will the dealer just tell that customer, well, sorry about that, you should have known, you should have known that we were in cahoots together as you violated your lease. Do you see how bad this gets? It gets bad. Now lawyers are involved. Maybe the end user sues the manufacturer whose name's on the equipment because the dealer can't help him. Do you see how bad this gets? Ladies and gentlemen, here's the reality. Every county, every parish, every city, every state needs money. They're going to turn over every single rock to find every single penny they can find. Back in 2008 and 2009, ask your leasing company how many audits they had versus what they were being audited in 2006 and 5 and 7 maybe. I'll bet it was a whole lot more. And I'll bet you, in 2021 and 2022, the audits are going to be off the chart as people look under every single rock for every penny they can get. And if you're a dealer that's taken leased equipment and stored it off-site in a damn warehouse out in the desert or across the street, if you move it into another taxing jurisdiction, it could be across the street, be another taxing jurisdiction. If that taxing jurisdiction audits that warehouse, guess what? Your customer's getting a bill and the whole ball of wax unwinds. We don't need ball of waxes unwinding. We don't need end users disgusted with our industry because we're doing stupid things. We need happy end users. As we move into IT services and we start adding these other, products to the portfolio, we cannot be doing the shenanigans around leasing. It's got to stop. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you. The revolution's really getting cranked up, the leasing revolution. So if you all go to my website, and you can get there simple, just type in endofthedaywithray.com, endofthedaywithray.com. It'll get you to my website. Scroll up to the leasing revolution. I got its own section, folks. And then you just press learn more. Every video, every article that I've written about leasing will be in that section. Use those videos to send to end users, send the articles to end users. Let's start having some conversations. Let's revolutionize leasing because it's the right thing to do. It's the customer-centric thing to do. And we all know this. Status quo is, in fact, the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.